Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Hagenstedt. I was thinking it's been a while since we did a Sunday edition of Throwback Thursday. Used to do them once in a while when we were back on the old family farm, but I haven't done one for a while, and I thought, you know what? We're not going to be spending a ton of episodes on Hagenstedt, so I kind of want to squeeze maybe one or two extras in here before we move on to our next throwback map. You know, Hinterland is almost getting wrapped up as well. I've been spending a little bit of time on our new map, or what is going to be our new map. Getting excited about it, getting pumped up about it. Yeah. Anyways, hope you all are having an amazing weekend, a great Sunday. My apologies if there is a humming noise in the background. That is my AC. It has been hot here, and I need to be running that AC, or yours truly will be passing out in front of the mic. So I apologize if there is some, well, more unusual noises than normal. We are sitting here at our cornfield. I think it's field 7, and I'm going to explain why you might be seeing some unusual graphics here in a moment. Field 7 we are indeed. Here's our BGA. I think I mentioned before, I spent eternity on this field loading up this BGA. It was a great way to make cash back on FS13, or is what I used to play, Farming Simulator Xbox Edition. First console release of the game. Loved it. Anyways, so here's what's going on with the graphics at the moment. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I'm just going to let you all know. I have been playing around with Reshade. If you're not familiar with Reshade, it is just, it's a graphics add-on. Not just for Farm Sim, but for hundreds of games. And it basically takes the game's shaders, I believe I'm being accurate in saying that, and allows you to tweak them a lot. This is the Reshade menu right here. This preset that I'm running, as you can see up in the upper left-hand corner, is preset 31. This is actually a group of presets I got off of King Mods. If I remember, I'll leave the download link to this and to the Reshade app if you're interested in trying it out. Also, let me know if you would like me to do a tutorial for installing Reshade for Farm Sim. I would be more than happy to throw one out there if any of you are interested. So this group of presets, like I said, I think there were like 41 total, and I've just kind of been playing around with them quite a bit. It allows you to have thousands of times more control over your visuals in the game. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. I'm still not done tweaking. I'm still not done completely setting them the way I want, but I'm getting closer. Hopefully these will look okay on your... That's the one thing, is Reshade is very screen dependent. Well, I guess even the regular game graphics would be that, but Reshade even more so, it seems like, are very screen dependent. Hopefully what you're seeing looks halfway decent. Let me know if it looks horrible, and I will just switch back to the game. So let me show you this real quick. This is the preset I'm running now. If I want to switch back to the game graphics, I have them set up as preset 1. So if we select preset 1, and if you pay attention to the New Holland and our Kawako, you can see how drastically that changes to the stock game look. That's the stock game look. I'm going to go back to 31. We're going to run 31 for this episode just to see what you all think, and I'm still getting used to it, but you can see it. It just kind of crisps things up. It can really make a difference in highlights. It can make a lot of difference in the sky. It can make a lot of difference everywhere. Shadows, the whole 9 yards. And it appears to really not be much of a lag on the game either. In fact, I haven't noticed any lag at all. So yeah, that's why you're seeing maybe something that looks a tad different than normal. Let's get unfolded. And let's get to chewing up some corn, spitting it out. Those hoses look good, don't they? That's nice. Are those hoses? What are those? Wonder what those what do those do? Oh, you know, I wonder. Do those blow air out these tubes and maybe help the corn stalks come inward to the head? I've really never paid much attention to that, but I'm wondering if that's what they do. If any of you know, let me know. I'd be curious, but it looks to me like, unless those are blocked off, those tubes are blocked off, it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, interesting. So like I said, hopefully you all are having a good weekend, a good Sunday. I've been playing around with this reshade stuff. You know, I played with reshade back on FS 15, FS 17, both games, I think. I played around with it. In fact, I think I used reshade quite a bit on both those versions. I have yet to try it out on 22. So far, I'm really, really liking it, at least for my perspective, my monitor. This looks... It looks, to me, it just looks even more realistic. Lighting-wise, shadow-wise, depth, everything. The only thing that it does, and this is because in this preset of reshade, there is a setting here that's being used. What do I want to say? It's a you can see how much of the transparency, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a setting that affects transparency, and you can really, really notice it sometimes, like on all these screens and stuff. That may bug some of you as well. I don't mind, because honestly, I don't spend that much time on the screens. You can even see it in our shop screen. You can even see it, well, no, you can't see it inside the shop. But anyways, I'm yapping. We're over 5 minutes in, and we haven't even gotten to the point where we are chewing up corn. So I'm sure most of you want me to shut up and get busy. Let's turn on 9 meters. That looks pretty good. Let's get our dealio working here. I wonder if we are going to get lucky. Let's see here. Is it that? Yes, that will work. And I see the lines there. We need to bump them over. Not that way, but this way a tad. A skosh. We can hit the inside if we'd like. And let's get to doing some silage or some chaffing, right? I think a lot of people call this... Ooh, I like that sound. A lot of people, you know, say it's I guess, I don't know. I think some people call it silage, but really, you all know. You know what this is. And trust me, I'm not picky when people say that, because I have called many things incorrectly in my day. Even when I know what they are, sometimes it's cringy, because I'll go back and I'll watch my videos and just to review them, make sure things are okay and stuff. And I'll hear myself calling grass hay, or saying that we need to go bale straw when it's clearly baling grass. And I'm just like, come on, Brad. Come on. You know. But you all are obviously very forgiving. Because I don't get a ton of comments of people correcting me, which is really, really kind of you. This was always one of my favorite things to do back in FS13. I loved forage harvesting. I really, really did. I don't know what it was about this. I just really enjoyed it, and I didn't mind being the cart, driving the cart, and just letting the help do the forage harvester while I tagged along. I just really enjoyed that work. I'm not quite sure, but I don't as much anymore. I've grown to prefer... I think I kind of prefer grass work in general, if if I'm being honest with you. I love mowing. I like baling. I like tedding. Windrowing, But as part of the grass work as a whole, I think I like grass work almost the most in the game. And you can see how much better graphics obviously have gotten since FS13. Holy cow. I mean, that stream of chaff going back here to the trailer didn't look anywhere near that good. And I just noticed that our New Holland... Oh, stop, Brad. Stop. Trailer's full, buddy. Trailer is full. Our New Holland has silage additive tank. And I didn't buy any silage additive. I don't think we're going to worry about it. I think we're just going to... I think we're going to go with the flow. $70,000 liter, or 47,000 liters. Not too shabby. And a fairly high horsepower. Just looking around here. Fairly high horsepower New Holland forage harvester, which is certainly going to be helpful. We're going to go see if we can have any luck dumping this. Gates. Gate. Hello. Oh, I got to get out to open it? I thought they used to be self-opening. Maybe not. Alright, let's scooch in. I really don't care which bay we use or which bunker we use. I'm just going to go to town regardless. And what do we need? A control. What do I need? Why? Oh, am I not dumping because of that, maybe? I think I need to select our trailer. That would help. And I'm just going to try and somewhat... Uh-oh. I think I was going a little bit too fast there up front. I kind of wish the game would... Oh, Brad. There you go, buddy. I kind of wish the game would see that you're inside a bunker silo and just let you do... What's the normal? I... Well, if you're on a keyboard, I for unloading. I guess I could remap that control I to something else, couldn't I? Maybe make life a little easier for me. So we should get a reasonable amount of chaff from this field. Hopefully, a reasonable amount of chaff. I think we're going to end up... leasing a front loader. I'm wondering... I don't see... I think in FS13, these wheel loaders, I think there was a Liebherr. Is that how you pronounce it? Liebherr? I think there was. I'm going to have to look and see what the in-game, base game wheel loader selection was. I seem to remember there being a Liebherr or Liebherr. Am I completely messing that up? Of course, we don't have horses or cows or sheep or any of the animals. I don't think we're going to be doing any animals other than chickens. I threw a few chickens on the farm just because it seemed a little empty without some chickens on the farm, you know? Yeah, I'm curious about those tubes. It does look like an air hose, doesn't it? And I'm wondering in real life if those actually do blow air and maybe get the corn stalks. I don't know. I could be way off on that. I don't think they're lights, are they? Or maybe they're not lights. This New Holland's a beast, though. It's not going to mess around, I'll tell you that. So I've got a big light bar on the front. Wait, what do I got? Oh, I see why I've got my... I guess we don't mind beacons, I guess. My my shortcut key. Are we full again? I am going to waste... Oh, no, we're not full yet. Because this thing will keep chewing up corn even when our trailer's full. And I have a tendency to not pay attention to our trailer being full. But like I was saying, I got my keyboard key is mapped. The key that is mapped to the reshade is also mapped to beacons. So if we turn on reshade and turn it back off, there go our beacons. Guess I could change that, but or just don't use reshade when I'm in a vehicle. We're full, Brad. We're full, buddy. Alright, let's open up the gate since it's not going to do that for us. I wonder if that's a silage... Oh, that's probably lime, isn't it? I think that's a lime buying station. I think diesel and lime, it looks like. I was going to say, it'd be nice if this was one of those 82 Studios multi-buying station deals. We could buy some silage additive, but not going to worry about that too much, I don't think. Alright, let's see if we can get my trailer selected first this time, so I'm not wondering why it's not dumping. And let's drive very slowly. No, slower, Brad. That's 10 miles an hour, baby. A little slower. A little slower. A little slower. You can do it. And we're out here by ourselves, so if we get stuck, nobody's coming to help. Oh my goodness, did I spend a lot of time in this BGA. In fact, I think, I'm trying to remember. Courseplay was around, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So I would have... So I was thinking about this. I spent the majority of my time playing Hagenstedt on the Xbox. And it must have been at some point or another, late, just before 15 came out, I purchased, I had a computer, but it wasn't, boy, that was the time frame I think I was a Mac guy. I think I had a Mac, come to think of it. I started off on Windows PCs. Only Windows, all Windows, MS-DOS actually. I think it was MS-DOS 5 or something like that. Then we went to 6, and then Windows 3 came out, Windows 3.1, then I went to Windows 3.1.1 for work groups. Then I played on OS 2 for a while, if you ever heard of that operating system, OS 2 from IBM. And then there was OS 2 Warp. Used that operating system for a while. Then I went back to Windows, went to Windows 95. We're going to go ahead and line up back with our GPS. Went to Windows 95. I waited in line. Can you believe that? I actually got up early. And I waited in line for Windows 95 for the store to open so I could buy my first copy of 95. I was that excited. The only other time that I can remember, and I'm pretty sure this is correct, the only other time I ever waited in line for any kind of purchase or tickets, or anything to buy was when Journey came in concert on their farewell tour with Steve Perry. It was the Raised on Radio. Journey Raised on Radio album had come out. It was, I think at the time, it was supposed to be Journey's farewell tour. It ended up being not their last, but the last was Steve Perry. And no, I am not. I'm sorry, Steve Perry is unique. Their replacement sounds like him. But it's not him. You know what I'm saying? I got a buddy that he's like, you can't tell the difference. I'm like, dude. And I would say something. I'd be honest about it if I couldn't tell you can tell the difference. I can, at least. Steve Perry is Steve Perry. He's unmatched, in my opinion. But anyways, waited in line. I camped out. I actually brought a pup tent and slept on the street, out in front of Hudson's, if I remember correct. Hudson's department store. It was Marshall Field's or Hudson's. I forget which one. It was in Minneapolis. And I took my tent and I select the trailer, Brad. Don't forget to select the trailer. I took my tent, and it's also Control, not Alt, Brad. Yep, I had the tent. I had some food. My girlfriend at the time brought me dinner. She brought me breakfast. She didn't stay, just in case any of you are wondering. So she definitely, hey, why aren't you? Oh, okay. She got the second ticket, of course, but she didn't do, but she took care of me, She took care of me while I was waiting in line or sleeping out in line, and I ended up with some really good seats. It was if I remember right, I think it was Ticketmaster even back then. I think it was Ticketmaster. And what's the problem here, peeps? Oh, you need to unfold that head again. And I think I might have been, I'm trying to remember. Sorry, I got distracted because my stinking phone, I have a timer that tells me how long the episodes are, and my timer just blew up on me for some reason, so we're gonna wing it. My apologies for that. I ended up with good seats though. I was hoping for a little bit better than I got, but I was on main floor. I think we were about I want to say 20, 25 rows back. It was kind of in the Oh boy, it was where the at the time it would have been where the Minnesota North Stars. I don't think we had North Stars anymore. I think by then they might have moved to Dallas. I can't remember, but it was the professional hockey arena. Let's just say that. And it was, so we were on the main ice floor, more or less, about 20 rows back, I think 25 rows back. And it was just such an amazing concert. It was so worth it. Back when, you know, you could buy tickets to a major concert for under $1,000. For under $1,000. Oh goodness! But it was such a great concert, and the sound was really good. This is my geeky. I'm an AV geek, kind of. I was a music major in college, and music to me is just, you know, it's something special, and I'm usually a little particular about my about audio sound. Now I'm not that guy that needs $20,000 speakers, needs $1,000 a foot cables, speaker wire. I'm not that guy, but I am that guy that does likes good audio. You know, good audio doesn't have to be pro audio, as long as it's good. And I was a little concerned about it, the venue being in a hockey arena, for goodness sakes. I was definitely a little concerned about what the audio quality was going to be like. And Randy Jackson, if you remember Randy Jackson from American Idol, hey dog, what's up dog? You keep doing you, dog. He was the bassist, the bass player for Journey during the Raised on Radio album and tour. Of course, that didn't mean anything to me then. He was just another Journey band member. But it's kind of funny, I saw Randy Jackson then in concert. Good bass guitar player, from what I remember. Good background vocalist, too. But we had such a great time, and the night was epic. You know, I mean, faithfully. I mean, I don't know what your music tastes are. Everybody's got different tastes in music. I don't get into the music who stinks and who's good debates. If you ask me who I like, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to tell you who you like sucks. Because music is personal. Music's all about you. You know, I can't tell you what music you should like. I can tell you, in my opinion, what music sucks, but oh no. See, I shouldn't have said that. Get stuck as soon as I say that. Can we get out of here, Brad? Or do I need to bring the big dogs? Why am I not? I'm turning, oh, there we go. Yeah, I think we're going to have to get the big dogs out. Man, I thought I was going to have enough horsepower to even let me not get stuck in my horrible bunker silo driving. But apparently not. The problem is that I'm stopping to get my keyboard keys. Now see, I don't have the stinking trailer selected, so now there you go, Brad. Come on, Control I. Why can't it? Why can't I dump? I don't know why it wasn't letting me dump there. Uh-oh. And we're stuck. Ugh. Oh yeah, well hello. So I was, you know, it was a great concert. And, oh, I know why I brought that up. Because of waiting in line for stinking Windows 95. Of all things. I loved Windows 95, though, when it came out. I just thought it was something special, you know. And that's it for me waiting in line, I think. I don't think I've ever waited in line for any other products, tickets, release, or anything like that. Of course, the doctor's office, dentist, the Department of Motor Vehicles, all that. Oh, man. Wow. You want to talk about a leper colony. Hang out at the Department of Motor Vehicles sometime. Enjoy that ride. Oof. What operating system would have been, now that I'm thinking about it, so when I started playing Farm Sim 15, that would have been like XP, right? Windows XP? Or was that Windows 10? Wow, I'm horrible with dates like that. I might have still been on, I was on Windows XP for a long time. Just because it was just so, it was a very solid operating system as far as Windows goes. If Windows can be solid, XP was pretty stinking solid. Service Pack 3, Windows XP, yeah, that got the job done pretty well. And then Windows 8 came along. I bypassed that one. I've never run Windows 8. I've never run Windows ME. I've never run Windows Vista. I'm that, what do they call that? Is it the TikTok thing? Or is that what they call it? The pendulum or the TikTok thing where every other version of Windows is supposed to be good? I ran 3.1 for work groups, Windows 95, Windows 98. I ran Windows NT. I ran Windows 2000, Windows XP. I stuck on XP until Windows 10. No, I'm sorry. That's not right. XP, and then I went to Windows 7. Right? I think Windows 7. Skipped Vista. No ME. Went to Windows 10. I feel like I'm missing one of them somewhere, but. And I honestly went to Windows 11 a little quicker than I was expecting to. I don't know why. I was just really interested in it. I've been pretty happy with Windows 11. I didn't really ever experience any major issues with 11. Still on Windows 11. I've been hearing some rumors about Windows 12 coming out next year. Maybe towards the end of next year, from what I understand. Alright, select the trailer, Brad. I do notice that with this reshade, graphics changes that up in the upper left-hand corner there where you can select your implements, they're not quite as obvious as they are with the normal in-game graphics. A little bit harder to tell what's selected, but that could just be on my end. Maybe you guys see it a little bit easier than I do. But yeah, Windows 12, I think I've heard rumor into next year. Speaking of next versions, Farming Simulator next version will be 25, which will come out at the end of 24. Which probably means I am going to not upgrade to Windows 12 straight away. I'm probably going to try and run the new version of Farm Sim on a as stable operating system as I can. I'm really hoping Microsoft. I think this is a dream that's never going to come true. But I was going to say I'm really hoping Microsoft on Windows 12, one, doesn't do anything stupid with hardware requirements. I think if you can run 11, you should definitely be able to run 12. And I'm also hoping that they're really becoming a little intrusive on personal data. And you might be saying, are becoming that? They've been that way for a long time. Yeah, I agree. They have been that way for a while. But it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. I was watching the PC Security channel, of all things. I actually quite like the guy. I think he's Canadian, I believe, if I get my accents correctly, eh? And he does really nice, concise videos on reviewing like antivirus, malware, different things like this. And he was doing a browser, Chrome versus Edge versus Firefox, security and personal data comparison. Edge, Microsoft Edge, I believe, was second, was right in the middle. Chrome, I believe, was the worst. In many places, in many things, it was a tie between Edge and Chrome, which isn't super surprising because you've got two companies that absolutely don't care about your personal life and want to track every move you make. I love when people say, oh, I love everything that Google gives away for free. Nothing is free. Nothing is free, people. You are giving up your privacy for all those free, quote-unquote, applications. That includes, you know, Facebook and all other nonsense. But I think Firefox was the most secure out of the three. Yes, I see we're almost full. However, Firefox is getting worse. And they are starting to slide towards that. We would like to, you know, we'd like to borrow your browsing history if we might. Now, there are ways to turn stuff off, and there are ways to be a little bit more private if you so desire. Microsoft Edge, actually, review-wise, you're going to get the websites that just slam on it. But if you've got a legit website that's not being paid, you know, or anything, Microsoft Edge is actually a good browser. It uses Chromium, which Google Chrome, it's based on the same architecture as Chrome. Unfortunately, come on. Unfortunately, all of these companies make a lot of money from selling your data. And that's just the way it is. I don't even worry about it anymore. I think I'm well past any privacy I might I might have enjoyed. I mean, I'm not stupid about it. Sorry about that. I'm not stupid about it. I'm not out on Facebook telling everybody where I am all the time, what I'm doing all the time, what food I'm eating, how my stools are, and everything else. I don't know that I'll ever really understand that, you know, why people insist on making sure everybody knows where they are at all times. Hey, just went to the I don't know what would be a good one. Just arrived at Starbucks picking up a latte. All right. You know, good for you. It is unfolded. Oh, did I fold? Oh, sorry about that. That's my bad. Oh, that's my bad too. I'm doing all kinds of bads right now. I was so glad when they banned TikTok at work, and it didn't even affect me. I didn't use it. I was just happy that TikTok was getting banned because I hate it. I hate TikTok. I hate it with a passion. I honestly do. And it's weird. I shouldn't care, right? Because it's TikTok. Who cares? But I hate it. I hate TikTok. Hate's a strong word. I don't use hate. I don't throw it around often. But TikTok deserves it. It's the devil. And what's with this new, what's with the new Twitter icon? Why is it an X? I mean, I know I'm old and don't always pick up on things, but I honestly don't get how an X relates to Twitter. Oh, we can't see it from back here. I wish I had my my head tracking software on. We could peek around that pillar right there. But yeah, I don't understand how they. Can we go on? How's this field doing? Oh, okay. I thought for a second there it was gonna let us. I'm like, I don't think we own this field. Hello. I mean, I don't get the X. Is Twitter? I can't imagine they're gonna change the name of Twitter. I mean, when you've got a name like that, I mean, that's your brand, right? But what in the world does an X have to do with anything? I don't know. I feel more and more out of the loop with social media. I feel more and more out of the loop. I mean, I hear this nonsense about when I hear people say, oh, they're an influencer. It just gives me shivers up and down my spine to think that somebody calls themselves an influencer. Well, I got news for you. You're not influencing me. I can all but guarantee that ain't gonna happen. I don't know who you're influencing, but it's not me, and it better dang well not be my kids, or their phones are gonna go in the garbage. Oh, an influencer. Who came up with that nonsense? And I know what you're saying. I can hear you. I don't know, Brad. They make a lot of money. Come on, stinking open up. I'm really getting irritated with my little trailer, and I think it's my fault. But I see these influencers. I've heard some of them make in the millions. In the millions. That's unbelievable to me. To what? To post on Instagram. What makeup you like? Our society is so broken sometimes. I think it's just so broken. Influencer. Shoot. Influence this. I don't know what that means. It reminds me of I've been watching some regular show. I don't know if any of you probably are familiar with regular show, but reminds me of Muscle Man always. You know who else is an influencer? My mom. It's just constantly, it's always my mom. And finally, I think Mordecai looks at him and says, dude, it doesn't even make sense. You're supposed to say your mom, not my mom. My mom is you making fun of your own mom. It's just, I don't know, it's pretty classic. It's a good show. I hadn't watched regular show in a long time, and it's on HBO. Man, HBO is kicking it these days, in my opinion. You know, oh, I'm sorry, Max. Probably get in trouble for calling it something wrong. You know, it was HBO, then it was HBO Max, and now it's just Max. Pretty soon it's going to be M. You know, but they're kicking it. They've got a lot of good content, and they're just like grabbing all these major things like Discover Channel, TLC. It's got Cartoon Network. It's Adult Swim. They're just kicking it. If you haven't noticed, I am a big TV fan, more so than I should be. I'm more than willing to admit that I have a tad of an addiction, TV addiction. I'm not ashamed. It is what it is. I do need to work on it, though. It can be bad sometimes. I love watching. I'll tell you, I just love doing forage harvesting. I just, to me, this is one of the more peaceful, fun things in the game. Until I get over to the bunker silo and get stuck. Otherwise, it's such a nice, peaceful thing to do. I think we're better wrap this up. I have no idea how long this episode is at this point because my timer broke. But I think I better wrap it up. If you all could do me a favor, if you're still with me on this fine Sunday morning, I would really appreciate any feedback you have in regards to the graphics of the game. In fact, let's just go over and we'll take a look at a couple more. Let me turn off this strength dealio. To me, on my end at least, on my monitor, this looks pretty stinking amazing. I don't know, it just tweaked the graphics enough to give a little bit more texture detail without over sharpening. Some people don't like things too sharp. They like things to be a little bit smoother on the edges. But to me, it just gave the game a bit of a pop. And I really like it. I really like it. Let me know what you think. If you think I should ditch it for the videos. If it looks bad on your end, I will ditch it for our videos and go back to the stock graphics. I got no problem with that. I don't want things to look bad for you guys and gals. Hello, chickens. Look how nice those chickens look. Hey, what's up, birdies? What's up, big guy? Yeah, that guy looks like he'd take an eye out. But thanks, everyone, for watching. I do surely appreciate it. As always, I really appreciate the new subscribers. I'd really also appreciate... Man, that tractor looks good, too. You're looking good, Kramer. I will definitely be back Monday. We'll be back in Hinterland. But thank you for your any comments and suggestions, feedback, likes, all of that stuff. It's really appreciated. And I'm gonna finish up, I think, our corn over there, and so we can get that chaff fermenting. But like I said, we'll be back on Hinterland Monday. Some new excitement going on there. You all take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. And I will see you guys all soon. Bye for now.